Oh, hi. We're back. We're just gonna have a chill day here, looking at some old shit. In Minecraft. Yes, this is not Minecraft Java. I'll just get that right out of the way. First things first. Obviously, this is not the correct edition, quote unquote. But it is what it is. I guess deal with it. Oh, I'm clipping like hell. Hold on a second. I gotta fix my mic. It's got this. The mic is fucked right now. let me fix it. Where is the thing that's boosting me too much? Let's just say this is it. Let's go down. How about that? Where is it? Is that better? I should be quieter, but better quality at this point. Yeah, so hopefully. How's that? Tell me how that is. Yeah, I also switched it to mono instead of stereo. I don't even know why the mic was in stereo before, but that I think was part of my problem. Switching it to mono also reduced the decibels on it by a shit ton, so then I had to boost it like double the amount that I had to boost it before. Audio is just fucked, man. But yeah. So we got. Listen to this nice. This nice relaxing music. Maybe I should turn this into an ASMR stream. No, I'm not going to do that, but I could. I'm kind of low energy today. I had a long walk. I ended up at a mall and I ate a giant plate of mall Chinese, and I'm on antibiotics for a nasal infection, and a giant plate of food plus your intestines fucked by antibiotics equals not a great time right now. But I'm just gonna, take it easy, and I wasn't planning on being high energy today anyway, so we're just gonna take a little romp through some old worlds here. That's all that's gonna happen. Stream from the bath. Yeah, stream in the bathroom and from the bathroom. Yeah. It won't. That would not be great. Oh, let me move myself over a little bit, just a little bit. Nope. You can see how the sausage is made down there. Okay. Oh, I do still need to move over a little bit more. There we go. All right. This is nice. I have extra. Whenever I stream, I have extra cushions on my chair. So I'm just kind of like settling into my cushions, settling into the nice, relaxing music here. So Minecraft. I haven't streamed any Minecraft, but I have kind of a storied history with Minecraft, and so this is going to be, part just wandering around and part me just rambling about just Minecraft things, pretty much. Yeah, that's all that's going to be. Feel free to interject. Say what you feel, and I'm just gonna kind of like chill. That save file is 3 gig. It sure is. And yeah, so we can talk about that 3 gig save file. And the thing is, on this version of Minecraft, the save files are smaller than on Java Edition. They're like half the size generally for the same shit. So this would be like a 6 gig Java save file. So yeah. Now this version's save files are also outdated, clunky, weird, and they get corrupted easily. So, that's not a great thing, I guess, that they're so small, but yeah, it can be. So I'm just gonna get into what am I gonna do? So, all right. So what's the point of this? The point is, I've played Minecraft. I have been playing Minecraft at times very seriously over the past 6 years or so, not all the way back to the beginning days, but over the last 6 years. And I've been in a couple different worlds, and you know, all those worlds are dead now, like with other people, and all those worlds are dead. Those servers are gone. People don't play on them anymore. But for most of them, I was able to cajole the owner into sending me a copy of the world. So what I want to do, what I've had a plan to do for a while, is to just kind of like take all my shit from those save files and put it into one. That's just like my personal world for survival play. And so we're going to look through all of the files that I have, or all the worlds that I have, and see what's there, see what I've made, and then start moving them into one world where I can. I received a reward for watching myself stream Minecraft, and that I can now redeem in the Minecraft store. Hey guys, I didn't know, but there's redeems on. There's drops. We got drops. That's cool. Yeah. Don't say I never gave you nothing. So, I started playing Minecraft. I didn't know. No, I didn't know about the drop. I don't know. I don't keep up on this shit. I haven't looked at Twitch in a month. Oh, you have to gift subs in order to get it? What does it say? It says I just got it. I just got it for being here. But it's probably for this version of Minecraft and not the version that most people play. So at some point, I'm going to have a little discussion about that. About why am I playing the wrong version of Minecraft? I will address that. But you have to stay tuned. You have to stay tuned to find out. I made a very good Reddit post about it. But you'll just have to believe me. This is taking a while to load. That's what happens when it's 3 gigs. Yeah, I mean, the wrong version. Yeah, I mean, like, people have opinions on the internet. Can you believe it? Yeah, I mean, people... Vintage Story. I don't know Vintage Story. But yeah, I mean, Minecraft is interesting and it's great. And why is this not loading? Come on, you can do it. I might have to just start over. See, this is the wrong version. Oh no, here we go. I just had to. I had to reach for the X, so that it gets moving again. I think what's happening is in the background, there's a bunch of add-ons that are not working very well, and they're throwing errors. Create. It's. Ooh, okay. Yes. So this is the empty world that. Ooh, yeah, it's just in creative. This is the empty world that I would be copying everything into. And it's the same seed as the last world that I played on, which I actually ran for a group of people that I've met on Reddit. Let's see. And can anyone here tell me? Can everyone here? Does this ring a bell to anybody? This seed number. This is a surprisingly good seed for being a stupid nerdy reference. If anyone gets that. Let's see, can I pull that up? Can I pull that up and only play a little bit of it because I don't want to get copyright struck. Oops, nope, go back. Nope, stop. There. Full, nope, oh my god. Trying to do things on multiple screens is no. And then I have to pull this over. Hold on, I will in a second. Pull this over. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's I want to play the whole thing, but I don't want to get copyright struck. So it's the IT Crowd episode where they changed the emergency services number from 999 to this. Yeah, so anyway, and it's a surprisingly decent seed. You got one half of it is very flat and kind of like traditional stuff, and like the other half is very mountainous, kind of new generation, and it's a very balanced seed. Like here you only see kind of this is a between a like kind of warm area, like a savanna area here, and a temperate area here, just normal ass forest. But yeah, this is it's a decent balanced seed, and I like it. But what we're gonna do first, what we're gonna do here in this kind of spawn area is I'm gonna bring in the shit that I built at spawn on the last server that I was at. So what I have to do, I built a giant bridge across this with another portal in the middle, and I built out like some pathways and stuff for a shopping area over here. Other people built a really cool like pirate themed area down here, which I can't copy over because it's not mine, but you will get to see it when we get to that. And I'll also copy over all the other stuff that I made. Hold on, let me get back. Okay. So, what I've done is I've taken all the different worlds. I'm not going to have to exit out and go back in. I've taken all the different worlds and copied them into this map. That's why it's a 3 gig map. I've copied them in at different locations. So, for instance, the first world I ever played, I believe I put at 10,000? Let's go find out. Yes. No, this is not the right version. This is the second version of this. So TP2, was it 10,000? So I put it there. Yes, this is it. Okay. You'll see that it was very similar, but but I could tell right over there that there was something that shouldn't be there. So this is the first. No, I haven't written these coordinates down, but I know that they're all at like 10,000 something. So this is 10,000 Y0. And this is all stuff that the server owner built. So this was the spawn of the server. This was so you would appear like around here, and then he built this like raised thing here. I don't know who the red panda was. There were some local furs in this thing. All I know was these guys here were decent builders. They were kids though, so I don't really know them. But I'm not going to spend too much time looking at other people's stuff because it's not mine, and you know. So when this was new and empty, okay, so let me just sit at spawn for a second and discuss a little history. So 2018, I booted up Minecraft again. I had bought it back in like 2011, 2010-ish, for $10 or whatever. Got the Java edition. My ex was playing it, and she got like the whole freaking way. She beat the dragon and everything, and then she was done. I got in, and I was like, well, maybe we could build stuff together. And I thought it was boring and pointless and dumb. So I didn't touch it for 7 or 8 years, and then summer of 2018 or 2019, I can't remember, I started playing again. And so I was playing the Java edition because that's what I had, and I was like, "It's fun. This is fun." I don't have that save anymore. But then I was talking to people in the local furry chats, and I was like, "So, does anyone play this game? Does anyone want to play?" And someone was like, "Yeah, I'll start a realm." Who do people want to play Java, or do they have consoles or whatever? And the people who wanted to play have consoles. So at the time, you could just get the Bedrock edition for free, and now they give it out for free to everybody. So I grabbed that, installed it, and we started playing. So I basically started playing Java and Bedrock edition at the same time. I don't really have nostalgia goggles for Java edition for that reason, and so that's part of why I play Bedrock edition. I will say right away that I recommend, if you have a PC, you probably want to play the Java edition for all the mods and shit. But there are things that I came to like about this version of the game. So I walked over here when we started on this map, and I was like, and none of this was here, obviously, but I saw this tree here, and I was like, I'll build a little tree house. So Tiger brand bed and breakfast. It's just a nice, simple little house with a desk. You know, very, very baby's first Minecraft house. I started a basement that didn't go anywhere. This was just like for water or some shit. I don't remember. Maybe lava. Maybe I was throwing shit away. And I was like, I could make this into a tree house. And so we have different levels. You know, different levels. Where does that go? Where does this go? Oh, okay. Yeah, so different levels, and you can see. And so at the time when this first started, the render distance on realms was only 10. It was only 10 chunks. So when we were playing this at the time, you could only see that. This was as far as you could see. So the world felt huge, even though we were really close to each other. Like, we couldn't see each other's stuff. So like you can't even see that there's another side to this bay over there, but it's just right there, you know? Just gonna put this back up to, hell, I can, like, I'm on freaking, oh, my computer's not liking that. My computer's not liking that. I can see the, oh my God, the stream. Down. Okay. Oh, my OBS was not looking good. I don't know if that came through, if all the choppiness came through, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it on 20. Yeah, so I made this over here, and I made just like a little beer hall is all this was supposed to be. Just had some barrels and a fireplace and a long table, and one door goes back into my place, and one door goes out to just the island. So, you know, very simple, very baby's first Minecraft base. What I ended up, I built this bridge. What I ended up really doing on this server is getting really into infrastructure. And this is a theme that will continue through all the rest of these worlds, really. So I built a whole subway system with stations and shit. But first, we're just going to take a stroll this way along the owner's wall for a second to get to some of my these paths over here were mine, and that's another that goes down to the subway station as well. But we'll hold off on that for now because we're going to kind of follow my journey through this area. The kids like really built out a lot of like stuff over here. They had like a whole set of farms. Somebody came in and built a floating thing and left. This is a local furry who's still around the area. Let me zoom past all of his stuff and get back to So my shit. So I went all out here, and I was just like, this stuff is this many meters away on this road, and you go this way to the emerald mines, and that way, like, I built fucking road signs. I had this all lit up. It's on peaceful right now, so we're not going to get creepers coming in and randomly killing us. The server owner really liked roads to be, like, defended like this from the rest of the world, like so monsters didn't walk in. I kind of like I kind of like being able to, like, you know, get out of here. Yeah, so it bugged me a little bit that it was so hard to get on and off of his raised walkway like that. So my compromise was walls, but like fences all over the place. So yeah, I went and I built like a whole road system around this side of the bay. And at this point, you can see my building style was very uniform. You know, like a lot of builders now will introduce like they'll have a whole block palette, however that word is pronounced, and they so that they have a bunch of blocks that they can randomize to give it texture. And as you can see, I was not doing that. Block palette. Bob Ross says palette, but no, that's his thing that he holds. I don't know. Anyway, I've always mixed that up. Also, I remember when I was growing up, I said compass wrong. I was saying compass, and people made fun of me for it. Anyway, so that goes off to a village, like a naturally generated village. Just to take a look over here real quick, because I was really proud of this bridge. I think this was the first like bridge like this that I ever built, and so I was like proud of it. Now I'm like, it's very simple, but yeah, that just goes that way, and there's a village over there somewhere. But yeah, you can see, like, yeah, signage, man, signage. And that's gonna be a theme. It's gonna be a fucking theme. Now, when I copy things that I made over to my own world, I don't know that I will be able to save the roads and shit. Yeah, I just don't know. Old Town Road. Oh, yeah, this was the old road that went to the village, but it got replaced with this road. Now we come up here. So this was where I ended up making my real base. This is my boyfriend's castle over here. He made. I was building that bridge over, and obviously, at the point of this save file, I did not finish it, and it never got finished, to be honest. This here, okay, this drawbridge actually broke for the longest time. It was kind of discouraging to him. Whatever it was that broke it, they fixed it. It works again. Yeah. That was great. I'm glad they fixed it. But yeah, this castle, obviously, he never really finished it. It turned out like he wasn't really interested in this. He gave it a good go, but it wasn't for him. So we come over into my area, and this is stuff that... What the... Why is that... Why is this like... Oh, I think I was trying to make these branches come out like the magnolia trees that I remember back where I used to live in Charlottesville, Virginia. They have, like, on the University of Virginia campus, they have like these magnolia trees with these branches that go straight out, and you can like climb in there and just kind of have a lie down. And I used to like doing that. And this whole area here, this is like very Charlottesville inspired, Jeffersonian architecture. All my farm and shit. But yeah, this is supposed to be, you know, very Monticello-ish. But also, this floor was a choice. Let me tell you, this is not great. But I do like the whole like rotunda dome thing. Still, it's still kind of neat. I like the hey kitty, who are you? I forgot about you. You've just been living here the whole time. Yeah, but I like this use of the terracotta as like a patterned carpet. This was supposed to be kind of like my workroom. This is obviously the study / enchanting area. We got like seats where you can sit down and read. I got his seats. This was supposed to be Dragon's seat. And didn't write anything. This is my seat. Tiger's desk. Rah rah rah. So ridiculous. Yeah, we got some. I still got a ton of lapis in here. And then this down here. This was my potions room. Not very many barrels or anything like that. Nothing in the barrels. I mean, a lot of barrels, but nothing in them. Oh, I found a thing. Okay, just some healing potions. This here, I had started a distribution system, but didn't finish it. So, like, shit was supposed to come through here, and then get sucked up by these, and then go into, and then get sorted into certain, like, different things here, and then it would pump those out into this chest here for, you know, so that potion stuff was distributed to the potion room, and then it would continue and go to other rooms as well. But that didn't, obviously, as you can see, I didn't finish any of that. Now, this here was my map room. There are maps in here, but they're broken because the thing's been copied so many times, and it doesn't really reference the current world, so, you know, you can't really see. But this here, oh boy, this was supposed to be the giant fucking map of everything. So I was working on that. This is the first multiplayer world that I did, if you can believe it. Here we go. So yeah, this is how big I wanted the map to be, and you can see from the different looking ones the maps that I did end up getting, and the ones that are smaller and, you know, don't look like that. I didn't get those maps yet, but yeah, I went all the way out to this end here. Didn't go all the way out that way. I don't know. Will I eventually do that again? I don't know. And then this was a completely unfinished ass hallway. I guess this probably goes down to the mines or something. Dungeon floor. What is that? I don't know what that means. I don't know why I called it that. I'm intrigued, but I don't know why it's called that. And then here's just my mines. So then I would have the mine carts come into here and unload their shit, and then it would get pumped up into the whole system, the whole distribution system of of items that I was planning and didn't finish, like I said. Let's see. Is there anything in here? There's nothing in here. I put a thing here. Let's just put some shit in the cart. And can I push it? Go. What happens? What happens if it goes in there? Does this still work? Oh, yep. There, that shit went up the pipe. I can't believe some of this stuff still works after all the changes they've made to this version to make it more like the Java edition. It's amazing some of these things still work. Oh yeah, and then it would come up here. This was my storage room. So yeah, mining, stone, just all your basic shit. All your basic shit. And this was right outside here. So this is completely not finished. This room here doesn't have anything in it. This room here is still mostly dirt. Oh yeah, the upstairs is also not finished. So like you come upstairs, doop 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 doop. The bedroom. Like, I don't know why this is dirt. Like, what? Why did I not finish it? I made a closet. And then we'll have to come back to that. Thank you, Gato, for the subscription. Yes. Gracias por tu suscripción de regalo. Oh wait, somebody gifted it. Courtesy of Medicine. Okay, Medicine gifted it to Gato. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, both of you, for being here and hanging out. This room, obviously not done. It looks like it burned down, frankly. But, not done. Not done, not done. And there's going to be something here. So, very much not done, this shit. And then I made here a secret passage that goes nowhere because that's not done either. So yeah, obviously. See, this doesn't work as well anymore because they changed this. On Java Edition, standing on a what the fuck is this? A trapdoor, and moving it like that is how you get pushed down into crawl mode, and that wasn't true on Bedrock Edition until very recently. So now this whole thing doesn't really work because I didn't mean for it to put me in crawl mode there. But yeah, so then map room, we saw that. There's a little thing here that becomes more later. So I have two versions of this world copied in because there are some things that are in this version and then some things that are in the later version that I want to save. This here is like a kind of a pirate cove kind of entrance to my base. I was really proud of this back in the day. It wasn't a single player Minecraft world at the time. So these are, what I've done here is I have it is a single player world now, but there's a bunch of multiplayer worlds that I used to play in copied into it because their owners were nice enough to give me copies of the files. So I copied it in so I could take my shit that I made in their worlds and kind of arrange it how I see fit into a single player world for myself. So right now I haven't done that arranging. I'm just looking through the parts that I've copied in to take a trip down memory lane, essentially. So yeah, this is my little pirate cove, and this was my tree farm. That's a little shed that Tanic built over here for our farming supplies. Yeah, it's taken a deep chug of nostalgia here. Yeah, just like a little farmhouse. Just some stuff to deal with all the animals around here. And then, okay, so, before we the last thing I'll do is the last thing I'll look at is the subway system. But first, I want to come over here to Barkus's Swamp Resort. Barkus is my... Oh, you found a button. There was a button. Did I miss the button? So Barkus is my alt Sona, my alternate for Sona, who is a swamp coyote. Basically supposed to be like a Louisiana, kind of like New Orleans. He's my Louisiana side of my family incarnate. So I built this like swamp resort based on that. So we got a little you can jump in, and you can buy. You're supposed to be able to buy your hot dogs here or whatever. Barkus's little caretaker hut is here, and the Bog Dog Cajun Public House. Okay, so I want to publicly acknowledge a problem with this color scheme. I meant this because like this is supposed to be a nod to the LSU Tigers. Problem, I used the South Carolina Clemson Tigers color scheme. The orange should all be yellow for the LSU color scheme. So I'm a bad person. Yes, and Karaoke by Nightly against popular demand. This is where you sing karaoke, but when I run karaoke in real life, I call it karaoke because I run it in the Barkus partial. Which is the only fursuit I have, and I got it for free. so it's like, if you get a free fursuit, you use that shit, because like holy shit. You don't get that stuff for free. So yeah, that's the Swamp Resort. Okay, subway. So we're gonna go to the subway system. The North Bay Station. So this subway station is supposed to be modeled off of the Washington D.C. metro system. So yeah. So we got the red lights along the sides like they have in the yellow and if you've seen it before, you'd probably be like, I guess. It's not something that it's not a very like I could do a lot better now is what I'm saying. Give me a mine cart, please. God, minecarts go so slow. So this here, you can see that, well, I'll have to show it to you on the next one. These minecart tracks are controlled for direction. Like, so you're only allowed to go this way on it. And I'll show you how it is controlled that way. So here we're going under the bay, which is kind of neat. I was really proud of that. I could have fucking, made this a real ass tunnel back there. But okay, so now and then get out. So it's controlled for direction. I guess I didn't do it there. Did I not do it there? Oh, okay, here. Using these activator rails. So if you come at this from this direction, this will stop you because it's not powered. But if you come at it from this direction, the cart will activate this and then power this rail, letting you go forward. So that prevents people from going the wrong way down these rails. And I put one of those like right before and after each one. So this was Lord Canuck, the castle of Lord Canuck. That was the guy who ran the. He didn't call himself Lord Canuck. I just did that because he was the server owner. They're smart. Okay, we're talking about the coyotes. The females can make population census. They howl. If they don't make here many howls, yeah. I mean, they freaking. They are the cockroach of dogs. That is true. Speaking of minecarts, did you see the new experimental failure? New created worlds physics. Oh yeah. Minecarts. The new minecart features that they're adding in to make the minecarts go faster. I should take a look at that because it is nice to make them go faster. Like, nobody uses minecarts in Minecraft because they're so fucking slow. There's no point, you know. It's sad. Okay, so what I have here, this nether network thing that I was gonna do was gonna make it easier to get to. Like, I was hoping that you could, you know, put a minecart into the nether and then it would keep going in the nether, but that didn't really work out. At least it doesn't work on this version of the game. I don't know that it works on Java Edition either, but in any case, it didn't work for me here. So yeah, that is this whole ass world. So what I want to do is copy my treehouse shit, copy one of the subway stations, at least one of the subway stations for posterity. Definitely want to copy the swamp resort, and my pirate cove. I want my pirate cove, and my map room. Maybe. Well, what I want is my cartography room. I don't know about my whole ass map wall because it's. I mean, it's neat, but it's like. It's neat, but it's like, you know, it's just a fucking polished andesite. Yeah. Whatever the fuck this shape is. It's almost like the backside of an old projection TV, I guess. But whatever that shape is, like, it's kind of like hyperbolic, I guess. I don't even know what I was going for there. It's weird. But this room for the map, like, maybe I want to keep that. And I definitely, but what I want mainly with this, I want the later version of it. So what we can do here, actually, crafting and mining aren't that interesting. The minecarts are useless. Yeah, Minecraft is vast, not very deep. Feature what? Well, it's getting deeper. I guess, but it's like, is it deeper in a way that people are even asking for? You know, it's, yeah, I mean, kind of, but also, like, for a new player, for somebody completely new to the game, like I was in 2019 or whatever, I found mods to be too much, like, because I didn't have that whole time since 2009 or whatever playing the game. Like, the base game for me was a lot still. It was still a lot to figure out, and so I played this a little bit, but then this world started dying out, and I found a Java Edition world, like a furry world somewhere, and I was playing that for a while, but it had a lot of mods on it, and a lot of the mods, like, you couldn't avoid the mods. Like, it would change things about the enchanting system, and then you just had to deal with that, whether you liked it or not. And that really influenced how I feel about mods and my the way that I approached mods in my later servers that I made myself. I always wanted to do things in a way that was optional, where if you wanted the basic vanilla way of doing things, you could do it that way. You could choose not to engage with the mod, with any particular mod that I had installed. So yeah, so then this world kind of died out, and I got the thing, and I started running this for myself on the side, and that was when I had this version. So here, you can see the road network is gone. Basically what I did is I took the same seed and copied my shit into it and not other people's shit. But then I did some things differently. This was supposed to be Sans' hot dog stand, Sans Undertale's hot dog stand. And you can see already some things are different. First of all, this that bridge is deleted, and we have this now. So this was supposed to be like kind of a biodome of all the different trees that were in the game at the time, with bees. And then I put flowers along the edges so the bees would come over the crops and then drop the pollen on the way back to help the crops grow. And I forget what I was trying to do, but there's a whole freaking minecart system here for collecting anything that falls in here, and then it gets dumped into like these hoppers here, suck it up as the minecarts come over them, and then this system here dumps everything out and puts it into the whole item collection system for my base. So that's neat. Oh, you can get into it from here. I didn't need to go into spectator. But anyway, yeah, so I don't entirely remember what I was trying to do with this, but that's that. And then underground, or underwater, I should say, is a whole like aquarium side of it with SpongeBob's SpongeBob's pineapple, with nothing inside. But yeah, it's just supposed to be SpongeBob's pineapple. The water fog is really strong. I feel like they changed that at some point, because I don't remember it being that hard to see down there. In this, like, Tannic had made a little bit more over here with like a forest or something, but not. But he was basically done playing. This here, which was just the water portion, I turned into kind of like a little like onsen type thing. You can come sit, you can come hang out, you can just like chill in the water. Yeah, you could do the honeycomb blocks, for instance. Like the way that the pineapple was made out of the light blocks kind of like fucks it up a little bit, because then these ones are on and then these ones are off, and it's just kind of weird. But yeah, and there is some resin block as well that I haven't played lately, so I'm not up on all the changes that have happened in the last year or so. I think there is another block, that resin block, that might work for it too. But yeah, so that there is done. And I rearranged everything here. So now this has a whole ass like lawn coming up to it. I don't know what I was going for up there with that platform that isn't even done. I changed the floor here. It's a little better. This is the same. This room is done. It's like a rainbow room of some kind. This was supposed to end up being like a greenhouse. I was going to put some plants in there. The dining room's done, yay, and the kitchen is done, which wasn't there before. So yeah, I mean, you can definitely ramble. Like that's all this stream is supposed to be, is a little ramble. I'm just trying to chill here and look through my shit and talk. That's all I'm doing here. The map room didn't make it into this version. It's now what happened when I copied it over. The map room got deleted, and this I just expanded off of my Pirate Cove into like a whole storage system here. So and this, a smelting system, yeah. So the so the potion room is still here, but the map room that was here is gone, and the cartography room is gone, and the giant ass fucking map wall is gone. So wait, you realized why it's a pineapple? A pine like skills. Oh, why English calls it a pineapple and not ananas like every other fucking language on Earth? Yeah, I think that's it looks like a pine cone and is a fruit. I think you got it. That's the only explanation I can think of. So I have this whole area here. I built like a little trail that kind of comes up this way. I don't want to just fly around. I want to kind of walk a little bit sometimes. And you know, we're supposed to be chilling. We're not supposed to be just like flying around. Also, I have 3 hours to stream, so like I don't want to just blow through it all. So this is supposed to be a mountaintop orchard. Again, this is another reference to like the last place I lived in the U.S. Why is my tracking having such problems? The last place I lived was right down the hill from Monticello, and right up the hill was Monticello and this like unrelated orchard that you could just walk through the woods on unofficial trails and just kind of end up in the orchard. I don't think they liked you doing that because it's private property. They allow visitors, but like, you know, I'm sure they would have rather controlled it. And this is just a radio tower. That ridge had some radio towers on it too, and I was just like, there's this neat little ridge here next to my base. I'll you know, make it look like where I'm from. I still have kind of homesickness for that whole area. This is not picking up my facial expressions very well. Hold on, let me move this camera over. But now I need to recalibrate. Okay, that should be better. Should be better now. Okay. Now I'm okay. No, I need to recalibrate again. Need to recalibrate again. It's kind of better. Is that better? Okay, we'll just go with that. Why do you look 3D when you go down to the bottom corner? I have chromatic aberration on the edges, so like anytime I get like kind of closer out to the sides, yeah, the chromatic aberration kicks in. It's supposed to be kind of like old, like almost like an old like CRT. If you look closely, I also have like kind of like a little bit of static in that white area. Like you can see, I don't know if it really comes through the stream. It might not pick it up. The encoding might not pick it up. It might get kind of simplified away to save megabytes. But anyway, yeah. So that's my mountaintop orchard, and then I built this little... Oh, hey Wolfie. Built this lookout tower. See, on the Barkas's Swamp Resort, I learned use at least 2 different kinds of wood so that it's not all the same fucking color. So, I'm not going to look in that direction yet because that's going to be the finale. So yeah, a nice little lookout tower. You can see all around. Now this next thing was not done in survival mode, so it was not going to be copied into my survival world. But it was a thing that I did in creative mode that I am still extremely proud of. If you saw in the Discord, I posted at some point a link to a YouTube video where I showed this off. This is my New Orleans build. So if anyone's been to New Orleans, you may recognize this place. This is the French Quarter. If you may have seen it in real life, or you may have seen a version of it in what was that game that Jay was playing? Alone in the Dark. They were there very briefly, and it was night, and you could barely see it. But I instantly knew it. I was like, "That's fucking Jackson Square." So that was here. Whenever I build something based off of a real life thing, I always throw coordinates in so people can see where it is. But yeah, this is a big old square, and I think it's to scale, maybe. I don't know. It feels like it feels real. I've been here like 5 million times. With the wide ass street, you're guessing this is New Orleans from the US. Yeah. And then I also had copied in Barkas's Swamp Resort over there because but anyway, yeah. So you have these buildings here, and actually, let me see if I can get some freaking. Wait. I already have. Don't I already have a? No, I don't know where it went. Well, in that case, I'll just pull this over. Maps.google.com. New Orleans. We can go there right now. Oh, and there's an ad break going on too, so this is a good time for an ad break. If you paid for a subscription, you get this extra content, I guess. Okay, there. Go. Yeah. See it? Don't it look the same? Or at least very similar. So let's go stand here. Let's go stand there. We can do that. We can go stand over there. See, now we're standing there. so yeah. That was... Who was that? Who was what? Who was where? What are we talking about? Actually, but what I want to do really... What I want to do really here, to really show this off, we're gonna turn RTX on. Who's in my PC background? Oh yeah, it's just a bunch of random backgrounds that I have going on that have been certified safe for work. It's just a subset of my usual background. So let's see, video. Yeah, vertical sync fucks it up. Ray tracing on, please. Let's turn it down a little bit to save my video card. Or I think it's taking a little bit to think. It's not doing anything. Okay, there we go. It is done thinking. Okay, turn that down a little bit. That's all fine. And then there's also a thing called Better RTX that makes the RTX look better that I do not have installed right now. But, okay. Flash of light. We got flashbangs there. But yeah, now we've got RTX on. We've got fucking shadows. We've got, yeah. Let's see. What is it? Nope. Not that one. Yeah. Right. Stupid function lock. There we go. There. Now we got me. But all my windows closed. I hate function lock. Because then F5 means something else. And now I think my VNAN is... Okay, there we go. There's that. Where's my OBS? There's my OBS. Where are my chat windows? There are my chat windows. And then where is my... I don't even need that other window. I don't care about that. Yeah, there is actually that picture that's on my background right now. There actually is a naughty version of that. So I kind of freaked out for a second. I was like, oh no. But wait, no, that we're good. That one's good. That one's just cute. It's not naughty. Okay. Anyway, so this is my guy, which is a marketplace skin. Don't come after me. It's a nice tiger. I wanted to get it. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna go in the church here because this is kind of neat. Are you ready to get some Jesus in your life? There's no Jesus in here, but yeah, this is what this looks like in real life mostly. I'm very proud of this. I mean, I never would have been able to do this just myself from nothing, but working off of a a real life example and being like, what can I use in Minecraft to make that work? Like, it's I'm very proud of how this turned out. So I didn't put anything back here. Oh, Fox came in the back. Yes. And And there weren't really pictures of up here, so I took artistic liberty with this area up here. But this is supposed to be the organ here, and I guess that's the this is supposed to be the sheet music that they're playing with. But yeah, the organ is up here. We got this light streaming in now. Like I really like this. I really like this. And this is also some artistic liberties, but I needed a way to get up to the bell tower. So this chain that you would pull for the bell, you can't actually do that in Minecraft. But then, yeah, you can see out the top at all the shit around here. Isn't that neat? Anyway, I think it's neat. There are things that I'm proud of in life, and that's one of the few. There we go. So yeah, just come down in the foyer if you need. If you need to go to confession, you can come in here. Oh no. RTX off for a second. This is way too close to. I don't recommend sitting this close to the priest for confession or for any reason, frankly. Yeah. So yeah. I wanted this to be kind of the hub of a server area. And in future versions of the panda just kind of hanging out. In future versions of this, like I turned these buildings off to the side of the church into little tutorial areas. I might be able to pull that up later. But they had little tutorial areas for add-ons and mods and shit that I was using. There's nothing in this building here, but I made a little hotel over here. You check in here. Nice little fireplace. And then you have little rooms. You got your queen bed, or maybe a king bed room. You got your, oh no, this is the king bedroom. That was a queen bedroom. Yeah. And your two twins room. You can hang your coat up here. Why does the inside remind me of the back rooms? It is kind of liminal a little bit. It's probably because, like I was saying before, at this stage I wasn't really using, like most people do, they use like a handful of blocks and randomize it to create texture, and I wasn't doing that. I was just using one block for everything at this point in my building. Yes, fireplaces on top of fireplaces. I don't know that is to code, but it is what it is. And all these rooms are the same. Oh wait, there's an extra room on this floor? Ah, okay. I forgot that there was an extra room on the second floor. Maybe on the third floor too? Oh, there's no lights here. What are the lights here? Oh, okay. I didn't put a lantern in here. I didn't need to because, you know, RTX off, it looks fine, you know. But RTX on, it's a problem. There we go. I don't know why I did that. It's not like this is like a definitive copy of it. In fact, it's not at all a definitive copy of it, so I'm going to lose that change. Yeah, but anyway, that's this area. Just a nice little... It's like I want to go to there, and I want to just like have a coffee, sit there with a coffee and just hang out, you know. Raised in a barn. Close the door. Yeah, all of that. This here. Okay, let me just. This here was supposed to be kind of like a choose your room kind of a situation. So, like, the idea here was like you could have shops on the bottom floor, and you could be like, okay, I'm claiming this space as a shop for this or whatever. And then up here, you'd be like, okay, I'm going to take one of these apartments, you know, to get started in the world and before I make my own base. And then up here was like, I guess, fancier apartments, like, or maybe like office space or something. Like, I don't know how that would translate to Minecraft really, but that's what it was supposed to be. And then there's just like a little pool here to go splish splash in for some reason. Yeah. Let's go down here. So the shops area had a fire exit. You got to be to code, man. Like I was always thinking in those kinds of ways. Like, do the bridges look like they have proper structural supports? Do the buildings have fire exits? You know, like, you don't want a death trap on your hands. So this here, oh, we've got the bug. There's a bug in RTX where chains become light sources, but whatever. It's good to have some more light sources. This here is the Café du Monde, which is the famous French Quarter coffee and beignets establishment, which is supposed to be like everybody goes to New Orleans needs to navigate this crowded ass seating arrangement and buy some beignets and coffee. This is over there. Yeah. Let's go here. There. Yeah. So enjoy trying to find a seat in there. I feel like mine has more space. And here I have a little thing where you can actually go inside, but you don't really go inside. You just, I don't even know that you can go in this room. You just sit down, they take your order. Yeah, it is a tourist. It's absolutely a tourist trap. Fact of the matter is, Café du Monde beignets suck now. There's another place that was better that the locals started to go to. But then Café du Monde, like, drove them out of business. It was really fucking shady. So, yeah. This here is unrealistic. So this here, I was going to add it to the subway network. You cannot dig down in New Orleans because it's just going to flood. Like, all this would just be water. You'd be in the water table already if you put this in actual New Orleans. It's completely unrealistic to have a subway there. And yeah, this amphitheater is there. You usually got buskers and stuff, like doing a little show. And second to last is this freaking thing here. This restaurant is here, but I had to take kind of creative liberties with the insides of this. This is mostly what it looks like, but I couldn't fit everything into this space. Oh, here we got some blocks missing. There's something. These are, I guess, an add-on block. A lot of this is made like this right here is an extra block that's added in. The base game doesn't have this kind of brick, for instance. Oops, I broke something. I broke a door. Okay. Oh, did it lag for a second? we're on this side where the church is there, and so we're in this corner here. This is the only area. This is the only block that besides the church, that I fully built out in a kind of accurate way. So most of these insides are as close as possible to what the real insides are. This is a restaurant here with a little bar. This is another restaurant area. This up here is a room that appeared on Google Maps in this area, but I don't think it's actually here in this building. I don't know. And this room, I don't have any information about what's actually there, so it's not real. This here, I think there's kind of this courtyard here. If not, it's better that it is here. I like this courtyard. I don't know that this is real, but it's neat. I would sit here. If I made this up, then good for me, is what I'm saying. And there is this theater is here. This theater is a thing that exists. And you come into this theater from the street like that. So yeah, so I'm really proud of this creative. This is a creative build. This was not a survival build. And the building here is just an exact copy of the building over there. It's the same interior. Ooh, before it gets to be daytime, I got to get over here. This is a New Orleans style cemetery. With all the above ground mausoleums and stuff. And I made it spooky, as you can see, with all the blue flame. And there are just these like little areas with statues and stuff back there. It's all creepy and spooky. Ooh. It's inspired by a real cemetery that is at those coordinates there. With a real chapel that looks kind of like this, but it's a little longer. I just didn't have room to put the whole chapel in. Yeah. That I think it's supposed to be Jesus. Yeah, and there's just like all these statues around. Each of these different bricks is another person buried there, I guess. And then you also have the big ones that are so they have like walls where it's just like one person in a put in like a morgue drawer or something like that, and then they have the big ones where it's like one person for a whole, one or two people for a whole structure, depending on what your money's like, I guess. What's in there? What was the idea in there? I don't know what I was going for. Anyway, yeah. So that's I had this whole area back here where I put a spawner in that would spawn. I think this is a zombie spawner. Yeah, this is a zombie spawner. Sometimes you have to turn RTX off to like see any fucking thing. Yeah, so the idea was that the cemetery would have zombies and skeletons and and spiders and shit spawning in it. So yeah, didn't go anywhere with that. But I am very happy with this build, this creative mode build. Just gonna kind of take that in for a second. But so in this second version of ignoring this whole freaking creative thing, in the second version of my of this world, I would need to copy over this this tower and this biodome ass thing. This version of the mansion a YouTuber made a build that's like mobs jumping out of tombs, but they are armor. Oh yeah, that'd be yeah, I think I know how that would work. And then yeah, so the main mansion, and maybe I would, like, I don't know how to merge this whole thing in with the map room. I mean, I guess this could go on the back wall of the map room, frankly. Like, and then this I could move somewhere else or whatever. So then the map room would be here like it's supposed to be, and then this would just be on the other side. So maybe the two could coexist in harmony. I'll have to see if like copying them into the same area works out. Once I decide where on the main seed that this whole thing is even supposed to go. I don't like. I'm annoyed at I'm just, whenever I look over at my at the stream and see how my VTuber looks, I'm annoyed because it's not looking like it's tracking properly. So come on, act right. Are you able to act right? I guess we'll find out. That's a little better. No, all the trackers are. I don't have any fancy like on body trackers. I just have. They're all plugged in directly to the PC, getting power directly from it. It's just, yeah, I just needed to recalibrate, and I think that's better. I think I got it this time. Strangely. Okay, so. That's that. That's one thing, two things, three things that needs to come over. And not New Orleans. So, at this point, I started playing on... I joined the Minecraft Furs Telegram group, and somebody there started a server. And so I was playing there for a while, and I really liked... I don't have that save file, unfortunately, and I'm mad about it because I put a lot of work into it. I built shit that I'm really proud of, and it's just gone now. It's just gone. And the reason that it's gone is because I thought it was supposed to be kind of like a server for like kind of older people, but there were a bunch of kids in there, and some of them were okay. Some of them were chill, even though they were 12. It's like, I don't know how 12-year-olds even fucking got in there. I think he advertised on Kick or something like that, so he got a bunch of 12-year-old furry adjacent people. And yeah, some of them were chill and really good builders, but there was this one kid. Oh my god, this kid. He was like 13 or something, and he kept bugging me constantly, like, hey, you remember? Hey, he'd like be like running around, like trying to get my attention, putting like ringing shit in my base, like note blocks that keep going on and on and on. And he would text me on Discord and shit, being like, we're like, hey, you want to get on? You want to get on and play Minecraft? And I'm like, I am old enough to be your dad. Don't ask me to come out and play. It was so awkward. It was so awkward. And eventually, like, he did a prank that if anyone else did it, I would have thought was hilarious, but because it was him, and after all of this, I got so pissed off. What he did was he built a giant chicken on top of my kind of Skyrim-esque castle hall. He built a giant chicken on the roof, and the chicken was just like shitting everywhere down the roof, like using like diorite blocks or something like that. And when I think about it, I'm like, if anyone did that to me on a server, I would think it was hilarious. Like if it was like someone my age who I don't think is annoying, like I would think it's hilarious, like as a one-time thing. But when he did it, I was just like, I can't with this anymore, and I quit the server. I asked him for a copy. He said he couldn't do it, and I just had to say, there went all of that. There went all of that work. So, yeah, and first, it's when you do a prank, you have to know that they'll be okay with it, and you get a feel for that sort of thing carefully. I've learned, like, among adult Minecraft players, like when you get on an adult Minecraft server, like, people figure this out. Like they talk to each other. They might say like, "Hey, what are you okay with?" Like people who are okay with pranks will start like pranking each other, and it's hilarious and whatever. And they leave the people alone who don't want that shit, So yeah, I had to quit that, and what I did was I was like, okay, well, trying to find furry groups hasn't really been working out for me. Haven't really got anywhere that I enjoy that isn't like modded out the ass Java, or which I still didn't want at the time, or some kind of 12-year-old nightmare. So I just went to Reddit and I was like, is there anyone who is an adult and just wants to have a vanilla-ass Minecraft realm? And I found this group that I was with for a few years after that. And at this point, COVID had just started, and adults could play Minecraft for hours and hours at a time. So this world we can go to. This one's at negative 10,000, negative 10,000. So, I will say right now, none of this stuff that's visible here and for a while is my work. None of this is my work. This was the spawn. They had a nice little city hall here. The server owner's place is right there. And I'm just going to kind of zip through here because I don't want to focus too much on stuff that's not mine. I don't want to give the impression that it is mine. It's not my work, not my work. But hey, there's a fucking road with signs. Guess who did that? Who could it have been to make a giant road system in this world that's existed already? So yeah, so where are we going? Let's actually Market, Nova City, Underground City. So yeah, it was called Mobcap Mafia, and they called it that because due to the way Bedrock works, you can't have too many mobs. Like, you can't, like in your farms, if you have too many mobs, eventually the server will hit the mob cap and no more mobs will spawn for anybody. So there were rules about that. Yeah, so some Pokemon pixel art there. None of this is mine. 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 We're just trying to get to the marketplace where also none of this is mine. Here's the police station. I just want to go in here because this is hilarious. You go in the police station. Oh, they're gone. There used to be pigs in there. Anyway, so you got this whole market area. It's very nice, very eclectic. This was, on this server, it was basically just like build whatever the hell you want, and they did. Other servers, it would be like, let's try to stick to a theme or whatever. But this one, there's something to be said about, just build whatever the hell you want. I can always re-add piglin heads. This was the bookshop, but this was mine. This is my wool shop, and it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. So you got basically a Minecraft wolf head with a Minecraft sheep body. And here you go. So you can buy a bed for 1 diamond of any color. And I guess these were supposed to be the intestines because you're inside an animal or something. You can buy carpets up here for two diamonds. And you can buy any color wool down here for 2 diamonds. And industrial byproducts, that is cooked mutton for 1 diamond. And here's my little office where I could I don't know, do managerial things in the store, I guess. But yeah, this is my store. It was moderately successful. It has a little slime block cushion at the bottom there. So you get a little bounce when you land. But yeah. So this was all everybody's stores. I only had 1. I think you were limited to 1 at this point. Other server, like later on, they would say like, oh, you can have multiple stores or whatever. But yeah, so I'm coming out this way just to show blah 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 blah, and oh look, a road network starts again. So that road network goes all the way off into the distance. You can kind of see the lighting as it goes that way. But we'll maybe pop over that way in a little bit, because when you come off the market this way, this trail ended here. But I needed a base, so I wandered around. I wandered all over the place, and I found a place right over there. And so I built this little trail. I built a trail, so everything from here is mine. So like you can tell it's mine because I made these little, whatever the fuck kind of light posts these are supposed to be. Well, that stuff over there is not mine. That is not mine, but this is mine. This is mine. This bridge is kind of noobish. I didn't know how to make the sides, so it's just like the signs kind of give an idea of what the sides of the bridge are like. Yeah, we're just going down the pathway. I do like that I could turn RTX on and it'd be night. Meteor crater. Yeah, so I'll show that in a second. No, let's go to the meteor crater first. I don't know why I made this, by the way. Oh yeah, there was a kind of a dip in the terrain here that just kind of reminded me of a meteor crater. So I was like, it's almost like at some time in the distant past, a meteor hit there, and it's been covered up by the forests in the meantime. So I just deforested it, filled it in with blackstone and lava, and put a meteor in the middle. With RTX on, which is how I was playing most of the time back then, you can't really see on the inside. With RTX off, you can see inside, and it's kind of stupid. You're like, what are these windows even supposed to be? So yeah, and the fact is I was the only one playing with RTX on because it's Bedrock Edition, so everybody else was on console. So yeah, that just didn't look right to anybody. Anyway, Rowlga welcomes you. So this was my base. I had another map wall going. I have a kind of a... I keep making these like wizard tower things, and I don't think any of the worlds that I've made yet, or that I've shown you yet, have had these wizard tower things. But basically, the one with the kids had a wizard tower, and the furry, the Java realm, I think I was making a wizard tower there too. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I made so like, this is the first wizard tower that still remains, but for some reason this has been kind of like an ongoing theme for me. This kind of wizard tower nonsense. Is it a space elevator? No, it's just got, you see on the side, over there on the right side, there's all those buffs. That's because there's a full ass beacon, a 6 full ass 6 beacon. Fuck. Anyway, there's 6 beacons here, all on the same pile of iron blocks, and it is a level 4. What is it called? Is it a beacon? Is that just what it's called? I don't know. It's been so long. But yeah, so this was my potions area with a free water source down there in case I needed it. This was my enchanting area with a little lookout. Let's turn RTX back on. And then this was my cartography area. Again, the maps are fucked because this area has been copied. And this is kind of my launch zone. So, oh my god. It's a good thing I'm in creative mode. But yeah, this is my launch zone. So I could come here and get a restock on my rockets. Let me give myself a... What do I have? Do I have... I don't have it. I'm going to cheat myself in an elytra. I've heard it said so many different ways. Can I? Oh, I'm just in creative mode. Okay, hold on. Okay. So what I would do... okay. It's been a while since I've since I've used one of these things. What I would do is aim in there and yeah, basically aim for the slime blocks so that it would cushion my my crash. I could just like crash into the slime blocks and be fine. And then I could refill all that shit. And move along. Oh, this is just the rafters, and then this is just the top. Okay. There's a bunch of sheep stuck in there. This is I don't know how that happened. but I know what the sheep are from, and I guess we'll go there next. This is, yeah, just a little lookout tower. That was my neighbor over there. My neighbor to that side. You can see toward whatever the hell's that way. Go down, please. Okay. So, Trojan Sheep Industries Incorporated. This was my wool farm that fed my wool shop. So all the sheep used to be in these little cubbies here with shears that would detect when they ate grass, because when they eat grass is when their wool regenerates. So it would detect when they eat grass, and then the shears would get triggered to shear the wool automatically, and then there was a mine cart running underneath all of that would pick up the wool and dump it into here. So you see blue and white wool, and it was blue and white sheep that were stuck in the glass up there. Yep, it is so inhumane. You should see what people do to villagers. This game is full of terrible practices. Yeah, so that was my barn. And this here was just my farm in general. So this is like all the potato. Was this potatoes or carrots? I think those are carrots. I don't know. Carrots, wheat. Yeah, depressingly realistic for the factory farms. Beets, and these are the potatoes. Okay, and so the way I had this set up was when everything was ready for harvest like that, I could go boop, and then all that gets flushed down into here. When it all is done getting flushed, okay, then I can do that and turn the water off. And then everything that got caught in here should move along. I guess some of it gets stuck now. Maybe some of the water got fucked up in the copying, so it's not as perfect as it used to be. But yeah, then it gets washed into this whole system that's underneath there. Let's just kind of, let's get swept into the system. Yeah, okay. So we're just getting swept along. Yeah, I mean, this was my my obsession for a little while, Barry. And then I get swept into here, and then can't. And then it gets kind of washed up this way and into this here, which then gets placed in that chest there. Like so. But I think right now it's all full. Yeah, see, it's all full of shit. And oh, I actually ended up picking up most of it. Yeah, because it was just like kind of sitting in there. And then I had, this was just my house, my starter house. So this building was here first before everything else. And then I was going to make, and this was my storage area, but I was going to make a whole sorting system in here. You can see it better with RTX off. So I was starting to build kind of a sorting system. So like fuel stuff would go here, ores would end up going here, cookables would be sorted out here, and then down here some other shit would happen, like some smelting or whatever. I had a whole ass plan And once again, yeah, the world did not really last, but the group did last. What happened was we noticed that people were just getting kind of like, I came to this group kind of late, and people were just kind of like starting to fade out, and they felt like they needed a reset. So they decided to like have a temporary world. This was right before they redid, they did the update to make the more oppressive mountains and completely change the world generation. So they said, okay, let's do a temporary world for 1.17, and then when 1.18 drops with all this stuff, we'll do a completely new world again. And so this world was dropped in favor of all that. So when I copy everything over, I'm going to need to find a place for this farm thing and my wizard tower, and yeah, I mean, just like, yeah, I'll find a spot for all that. I mean, maybe if I can find a big enough spot, I could just copy and paste this entire walled-in area. I don't think I would mind that. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I had claimed everything. You can see my claim was basically the walled-in area, and then this. I don't know what I was gonna do with the rest of this shit, but I claimed it. So I'm gonna go over this way and follow. I need to get this. Get out of here. Get out. Go. Yeah. Actually, it might be faster if I use the electro. Okay. So yeah, so we're following my road. There used to be a castle here, as you can see. I mean, not my castle, but somebody had a castle there. Tiger claims 600 square kilometers, only uses 60. Yeah, tigers claim a lot of area in real life. So yeah, I made this. What they had was they had themed build areas in different areas of the map, and this was one of the themed areas. This road was mine. I will say that right now. So the market is 1.7 kilometers away. And this was the underground city that they had. I do not have any builds down here. This was from before my time. But yeah, they dug out this whole fucking thing underground. When it's COVID, you got time. Yeah, it's great, right? And so you can see this pathway here is why my road looked like that. So I took these blocks and then I unrandomized them, and it became... I was still resistant to the whole idea of randomized block palettes. So I took these blocks and I basically ordered them and turned it into my road. Yeah, so this they did good. A lot of good shit. They would have like shops on top and like farms in the middle and houses down below. Seems to be what they were doing here. It's very neat. And then somebody was trying to build a maze back there but didn't really finish it. Yeah, so you go that way to get to the end portal, but I'm going to take my elevator back on up. Here, I figured out that you're supposed to use purple and yellow for the LSU tigers, but I don't know why I was using that here when it's not Barkus's swamp thing. I don't know. I guess I just felt like using the same same motif there. So I want it to be day. Time, set, sunrise. Oh, so I built this kind of like, since this was a path between two build areas and not between like market and the build area, this was kind of a secondary kind of a path, but you know, I still I like some of these bridges. Like you can tell because like I started here and worked my way up, because these bridges here are very simple. You know, we got just like a nice little bridge. It's still better than I remembered it, actually. I remember it being like even simpler than that, but that's decent. And you get to this bridge here, and it's nice. It's a little more complex. It's got all these supports, and it's got freaking bonfires on it and shit. And what I really like about this here is I didn't need to build freaking walls around it. It was just a wide open thing. Somebody put their house there, out in the middle of nowhere. This bridge over here, though, is my favorite of the bridges on this, because it's kind of like almost like a rope bridge. It's got a sag to it, and yeah, the road just keeps going. This server had a build area. Like, you were supposed to put your main build in a, like, within 2,000 blocks of spawn was the rule. So this is still within the main build area. Oh yeah, I do need to stretch. My groin is feeling a little weird. I'm sitting so... I'm sure you needed to know that. Yeah, posture check as well, yeah. And I really should... Do the other one. Do the other one. The third one. Do the third one. I can't do it until somebody does the third one. I can't. Why is there a 53-minute cooldown? 53-minute cooldown? You always tell your chat about your dick status. Yeah, well, I probably can, but I won't put Jay through that. Blame my pains on the walking. Oh yeah, me and Tanik went for a long walk, and it turned out much longer than intended. There we go. Okay, I just chugged a glass of tea that'd been sitting there for a while. What time is it? I should know these things. Oh wow, it's 7 already? Mountain time? This has been going on a lot longer than I thought. But that's good. That's good. Okay, and we're not even... I think we might get through all of the worlds before the end. But anyway, yeah, this world keeps going. This here was just a naturally generated village. And so the road comes up through here. We're going from the underground city to Mobcat Bay, so it's kind of like a beach kind of area that we're going to. But this here is kind of like a crossroads. So the road coming from the underground city comes here. The road coming from Spawn to Mobcat Bay comes and meets up with it here. And Nova City is way the hell out of there. There's some cool stuff there, but I'm not showing off other people's stuff because it's not mine. And some of it is really fucking good. And I don't want to give any impression that it's mine. But I like this little crossroads area. It's just a nice little plaza in the middle of nowhere, where you can relax on your giant ass fucking journey from wherever you just came from. I don't know why I didn't put why didn't I put like kilometers on this? Like, what's wrong with me? Anyway, this here goes to the bay. Ow, ow. That's one way to stop. Bounce off the sides. So obviously I did this road. The theme of this road is based off of the plaza that you end up at in Mobcat Bay. And here we're coming up on something that I'm very proud of, which is this replica of the Golden Gate Bridge. And this is mine. I really enjoyed making this. And when I plopped this in, people were just like, what the fuck? Yeah, so it doesn't go anywhere here, so you have to go down the stairs, which is not how the Golden Gate Bridge actually works. But, you know, sometimes reality is stupid. And you just want to do something else. So yeah, I put it in this Golden Gate Bridge, and people liked that. So yeah, people had the little beach houses of different kinds. They had a volcano, and there's a skull over there. It's like kind of a pirate base somebody made. Floating houses, kind of like a tropical mansion, a hotel, yeah, little bungalow and shit. But my main contribution was this right here. Rowlga's Undersea Restaurant by the Bay. So everything from here is mine. Well, yeah. So I think maybe no. Okay, so she made that to there, and then I made this and this tree. I like this tree. This tree like is just strangely okay. You know, like it really fits there very well. And you know, you can come sit back here. Ooh, like spoilers, and come see that. And so you come into here. If the plant was supposed to be a specific shape, I think it's supposed to be kind of like a palm tree, kind of, but like, I don't know, just like a really big palm tree. I don't know. You have this reservations. This is a dad joke here. This is a list of all the people I have strong reservations about. I don't know that anybody got that joke, or that anyone will get it now, because it's stupid. But anyway, so you come down here, and this is a recreation of Ita Restaurant. Now, let me tell you right now, as this sign says, this version is better. What you're about to see, this is fucking nice, guys. I'm like really happy with this. And the real restaurant wishes it looks like this. Like, this is one of those situations where I don't know what came over me or how I did it, but fuck, like they didn't have these like plant features or this water feature or like, and the use of blues and shit wasn't this good. Like, I don't know if this place still exists. Let me try to pull it up. Let me, cause like this shit. Let me get that. There. Can I get that so I can see it? There we go. Okay. So 3.61554, comma 727239. Okay, so this is somewhere in Sri Lanka, I believe, and it's now called the Vilu Restaurant and Bar, apparently. Or it's now called the Sunset Grill, apparently. Or Maldives. It's in the Maldives. Okay, interesting. But I don't even know how I found this fucking restaurant. But I saw it and I was like, I must build this. So where is the freaking? There we go. Okay, yeah. So it's called the Sunset Grill now, and you can see it's underwater. Like, there's a whole thing you go down there. Like, do you got some fucking street view, please? Can we get street view? Oh, yeah, okay. Go down there. See, and this is nice, but it's just a freaking capsule, you know? And so you can see how I came up with what I came up with, but you can also see that I did it better. Yeah, it is expensive to go into, like, this here is neat. This is neat. And so you can see why I was inspired to build something like this, but I just feel like mine turned out so nice. like holy shit, it's like bigger and it's like, oh, it's just so good. What's it like without the RTX on? Yeah, even without the RTX on. Anyway, that's enough of me stroking my own penis. I just really liked this build. I'm super proud of this build, and I will be copying it into. I think I'm gonna copy this right at spawn. You know, like at spawn where I mentioned there was like a pirate thing or something. I think I'm just gonna put it right underwater. Yeah, the point of the stream is for me to show off. yeah, you're right, don't. Yeah. Screw off, everybody wants it. Anyway, and then over here I was gonna start building a something like the Outer Banks of North Carolina. So I built a dune system, and I was gonna put in like towels where people were sunning on the beach. See you later, Gato. Thanks for coming by. And then I started building. Oh yeah, Happy New Year too. I started building the first floor of this Outer Banks beach house, but I didn't. This is when the server everybody kind of got off the server, so I didn't finish it. I might copy this and then finish it, maybe put it somewhere. But this is supposed to be like, there was a movie or something in the 80s. I think it was called that. Let's just go to freaking Google. Is this it? Is this it? Yeah, this is it. So this was in some fucking movie Oh, Nights at Rodanthe is some raw romance movie from the 80s or some shit. Yeah, Richard Gere and Diane Lane. But anyway, it's just it's an Outer Banks beach house that there are a lot of photos of because of that. So it was one that I had a lot of reference for. And so I could, build this. And one of my fondest, earliest memories is my parents. I think my dad's work, somebody at his work had a timeshare in a beach house down there. And just like to a little kid, like can you imagine as like a 3 or 4 year old going to a house that big and just having free reign to go up like freaking four stories, and then like there's the top floor is like a lookout area with a couch, and it's just and every room there's like 5 bedrooms, and it was, as a little kid, it was mind blowing. It was absolutely ridiculous. So and then I bet Tanik wonders, like, why the fuck did he drag me to the Outer Banks? All it was a beach and some shitty clam chowder. But like, that's why. Because I have such fond memories. Anyway, that is all. So this was the first of 4 worlds with this group. And then where was this? Let's just go to 120 to be safe. 10,000. So this was world number 2. Spawn was very nondescript. There wasn't really anything going on here. This one was supposed to be a temporary world while we were bored with the one I just showed you, and we were waiting for even the Sonic was beyond mid. Sorry. I'm sorry for showing you my childhood. Yeah, this was just the world we did temporarily while waiting for the 1.18 like complete change to world generation. So we had so here we have a kind of like it's supposed to be a Japanese themed market area. Let's get some light on the situation. Just build an entire detailed town while waiting. Yeah, it was kind of like that. There were some good builders, but you have to remember, there were some good builders, and it was COVID. Everyone was stuck at home. A lot of people's lives and work, like people who even could work from home, like their works were slow and shit like that. But anyway, here in this world, I had a tree farm, and I would sell logs in this little store here, modeled after a Buddhist temple. Like everyone was doing, like all the gates and stuff were very Shinto oriented. So I was like, I'm going to do something Buddhist oriented because I know too much about Japan, and it's like it can be both. Also copied in a bunch of Japanese translations of all the signs, just to kind of dunk on everyone playing on console. I guess I was trying to flex my PC muscle. I guess, like, I can just copy in Japanese text in here anytime I want. It was kind of unnecessary. But connecting to chat. Have I lost chat? Welcome to chat. Okay, so I'm back in chat. I don't know what happened to Twitch chat. Hopefully it just didn't say that I dropped any frames. So whatever happened there, I'm not sure. Anyway, and then I had a second store over here, which is just the snow and ice shop. This was just kind of modeled off a cave. The cave is not very Japanese themed. but whatever. You can maybe say it's Hokkaido themed. But yeah, if people wanted snow, they could have snow. I don't know why, but the real reason I wanted to make this was this actual freaking onsen here. So you saw the onsen on my other world. This one here is just better. Here's you have to shower before entering. So yeah. Okay, very good. We're clean. We can go in. Ah. How relaxing. Whee! And come down to this level. I guess it's 2 levels for some reason. And then it drains out into the gutters over there. Yeah, it's just a nice little onsen. So this is definitely coming on to how do you get those vapor smoke effects. It's there we go. It's just a campfire. A campfire, but then you place a slab, a bottom slab. Is that a bottom slab? Yeah, you place a bottom slab like right up on it, and the smoke generates in the bottom slab and then isn't caught by it, and then can go up from there through the water. So yeah, so that's neat. The one problem about RTX, there were some people on this server who were really good at designing banners and shit. Or, I mean, they were really good at, maybe they were just really good at looking up templates, but in any case, they were doing the banners, and I don't know how the fuck to do banners, so it's wizardry to me. The problem is, you turn RTX on, and the banners don't work. No banner design show. So that's a bug with RTX, with Minecraft Bedrock RTX, for like 4 years now. They haven't fixed it. Basically, they got NVIDIA's help to implement RTX, and then as soon as NVIDIA was like, okay, that's it for our contract, we're not doing any more work, like the whole system has just kind of languished. But, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, so what else do I have on this server? So I need to copy this shit over onto my world for sure. Maybe I don't really need to copy the cave. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I will. Okay, because I'm gonna have my main base in an ice area anyway, and you'll see why. So I can just copy that next to my main base, and then this. I mean, obviously, since the other question is where exactly am I going to put this in the other world, in my single-player world, and that's something I have to figure out. So we need to go that way, like a lot. What is that way? That is adding to X. So TP 2000. In this direction? We're getting there. We're almost there. Okay, sweet. So, this was my base on this server. This was the temporary server. And this ended up being my fucking base. Yeah. I was like, I put a base here, and the reason that I built here in this spot, in this snowy ass spot, was this. Okay, see, it says nice. The reason it says nice is because on the original server, the coordinates for this spot were like 6969, 420, and that's why I built here. Hey, GL Wolfie, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for whatting the base. It is what a base. This is supposed to be. This here was supposed to be based on Skyrim architecture. So like, you know, when you walk into Riverwood, can you imagine? You can imagine walking into Riverwood or something, and this is what you walk through. Yeah, that's just what you walk through. I'm still in spectator. That's why. Yeah. So. Whee! So I made this whole fucking wall system around the base. This goes out to a village that Tannic was building. I tried to drag him into this game so many times, and he's tried to drag me into games. We just need to find something that we both can play, but I don't know what it is. This is a little lookout area. I don't know what I was going to put in here. Oh. I guess a skeleton died there. Yeah, so yeah, wall. This is all the same. This is kind of a little guard room area that Tannic added onto here so we could get up here. I don't know what this was supposed to be. I just kind of freeformed this. But with the RTX, it looks really cool. The shaft of light looks really cool anyway. The rest is very basic. So you get up here and it's like some kind of Greek columns with different colored fire on it and a glass dome. I don't know what I was going for, but I went for it. You know? Yeah. Wow, entire tower. Yeah. It is a tower of some kind. That's what can be said about it. Yeah, sometimes you just make something. Usually I'm sitting here like trying to copy off of something else, but this world was very much me just kind of making things, except for this wall was a copy of Skyrim. But yeah, for the most part, it was me just kind of making shit. Like for instance, I wanted to make this a whole like living room area, and then you come up here and eventually it'd be like a bedroom, and you keep going up the tree and there's different rooms and shit like that. Didn't really happen. There used to be a ladder here. This here is a tree farm. It like plants a tree there, and when it detects that it's grown, it like fucking dismantles it, and well, no, it like collapses all of the logs into like one thing and then kind of pushes them out this way, and then over here like eventually would push them this way and then turn it into a whole fucking 12 by 12, well, not 12 by 12, it was 1 2 3 4 5 6 10 by 12 cube of log that I could then dismantle. And if it was Java edition, I could have some kind of like TNT exploder system and then a collection system. But because on Bedrock edition only 33% of blocks that get TNT'd are retrieved instead of 100%, that's not a good idea. So I did make an add-on that converts Bedrock edition to 100% TNT recovery rate, but I do not have that on here. Why do I remember this information? Because this was my fucking obsession for years and years and years. I was fully down the Minecraft rabbit hole. This was basically my main area. I had like maps and shit and my bed and a little message from Tannic, Dragon love Tiger. Thank you, I love Dragon. This is where I kept my mending, the villager that sold mending. So this was my little, I guess he could be Harry Potter because he's living under the stairs. This is my, so this is my cooking, smelting, and like metal smelting here, and then everything else smelting here. I can go in the back there. I can go in the back. So here, I've got a supply line for... Yeah, so I would have a minecart here. Let's put a minecart down. Yeah. I would have a minecart here, and then I would fill it with the stuff that is supposed to go in these metal smelters. And then you would go back and forth like this, dropping the shit into the smelters. This other line here is the fuel line. This is where burnable stuff goes into. And then it can come out like that. So then, figure out, yeah. And then see, it goes back and forth. Ooh, can it make it? Okay, something's fucked with it. Something got fucked up with I remember when I copied this into another world, I had to fix something. So that's something that's going to have to be worked on. But anyway, like coal falls down into here and then goes into the hole. This here activates the cart that then goes around and distributes coal all throughout here. And then it all burns and it all, yeah. And then down here is my storage area. So it comes down, shit would come down here, and it comes down here, and then it goes into this whole ass sorting system. So it comes down here, and kind of trickles through the system clockwise, and yeah, so each of these here is, so all the cobblestone will end up in here. Yeah, and it goes to the bottom one first. All the stone ends up there, all the smooth stone ends up there, blah, 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 all the way around like that. This was most of the relevant shit that would have come through the system at the time. Anything that didn't match would go here. And if there was something in there, this would light up to let me know that something went there. And if all of that filled up, everything else would just get dumped into this lava here. So that was that. And so this is as far down as the stairs go. But now what's down there? This was supposed to be like a whole, like, it was going to be like a secret lab kind of area. And this down there is supposed to be, it's supposed to be kind of, the idea is like, it's the toxic runoff from all of my operations kind of coming together into this pool of, this cesspool of sewage at the bottom of my base. And there's my beacon, my giant ass beacon. Yeah, and I was gonna extend the sorting shit a little down here, and then I don't know, maybe make it look like there was evil computers or something down here. This is why I consider this to be my main base still, even though there's 2 more worlds after this. I still consider this to be my main base, and I want to continue it. And in fact, in the 4th world, the last world that we're going to see, where I took over as the person running the server for the group, I just copied this shit into that world. And I was developing it a little further from there. Now this elevator system goes all the way up to here. And this is where I would launch off if I was gonna fly somewhere. So, yeah. This goes all the way to the former maximum height of 255, 6-ish. Because I built that right before it was extended to 320. So I came out this way, and Tanik was building this. He found this village over here, and so he was kind of converting it into his own little village. He found schematics for some shit, like I think this is like, yeah, so he found little schematics for that, for a little like kind of blacksmith area, or no, this is a little campfire area, like, and then this I think is like a little, that might be a blacksmith area. I don't know. But there was like an inn and a tavern. This one has a sign, under construction tavern. Yeah. So yeah, this was going to become a tavern. Some of it had to be like tweaked because they were Java templates, and you can do some stuff on Java that you can't do on Bedrock. Like there's some, you can put a couple things into the same block space on Java, and that helps you like squish more things together, but then you can only put one thing in a block space for the most part on Bedrock, so then that causes problems. What is this? What is this? Where does this go? Oh, it's like a little loft. Yeah, there's nothing in there. But, yeah, so... Yeah. So that was Tanik's little thing. This bridge doesn't really go. I don't know why we chose this theme, but we did. And we committed, and maybe we shouldn't have, but we did. So there it is. Ow. Now, I haven't gone into the nether at all, and that's because when I copied the nether over, I did it, I didn't line up the coordinates properly. So the nether shit is here, but it's not, like, if you step through the portals, you go somewhere else. So this theming here kind of extends the theming of my nether tunnel. So that is why. Anyway, I'll take a look at that later. For now, I'm just going to go to the third world. Not the third world. The third world that we built in. This was supposed to be it for us. Is it getting really choppy, or is it just? Did it get really choppy there for a second? Has it been getting choppy now and then? I'm not really looking at OBS. It's just when I did that time, it was like really bad. It's not dropping frames, so it's like, it's just having trouble doing this and that at the same time, I guess. But yeah, so here the plan was, now that we have this, we have these majestic fucking mountains in the new world generation that they introduced in 1.18. We can finally start over, and this can be our world forever. It didn't turn out that way, unfortunately, because during this, like, the COVID restrictions started ending, people started having to go back to their real adult lives. People don't have time anymore. It was a sad thing, because, you know, we had something special, and it all kind of went away. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Good things come, good things go. So here, what the idea was, that we would have like this motel of like standard rooms that people could use to get started at spawn. And yeah, so I took this room here. Originally, I had this room for Tannic, and I kind of like walled it in. And did I wall it in? No, I didn't wall it in. And I just had kind of like this stuff here, kind of like shielding off our bedroom for privacy. Not that we're doing any like hardcore Minecraft RP or anything like that, but and then I took this room over here as like, I don't know, I made it a living room or a storage room or something like that. It's just because there were two of us, I could take two people's spaces. But when it was clear that this wasn't going to be for him, I rearranged it to free up this, and then somebody else took the room. So, but I kept this little, even when I gave the other room back, I kept this little balcony thing. Did anybody else? Oop. Yeah, okay, so everybody has these balconies, but like I'm the only one who did anything with it. And I'm the only one who changed the front door to be over here instead. So I was playing fast and loose. So yeah, that was our room. And of course I built this road. Of course I did. Of course I built this bridge. Of course I built this pathway going that way and this road going that way. Other people built these little pixel animals. This here was a whole ass thing. So this was the always on industrial farm area, which was an idea that I had. In Bedrock Edition, you don't have something that Java has called spawn chunks. And spawn chunks are an area around world spawn that are always loaded. And so no matter where anybody else is in the world, any farms that you have in those chunks are always loaded. They're always producing, they're always growing, so that's where people put their farms on Java Edition, is around spawn. Bedrock doesn't have that. But what it does have is this command, is the ticking area command, which creates an area that's just like a Java world spawn, and you can put it wherever. So that's what I did. I said, why don't we have like a little like industrial area, and I'll create a ticking area in it, and we can have farms. And so then I divided up the area into little chunks, and yeah, all the world is loaded. All the real world is loaded. Well, I mean, like, I guess I mean simulated. So if the world is loaded, only certain chunks are being simulated at any time. This is like shit is being run only in certain chunks. So that's the chunks within, and this is true for both Bedrock and Java. The chunks within, does it show sim distance in here? It only shows render distance. Is it in game? Here we go, sim distance. So Java Edition now has sim distance separated from render distance as well. Oh, you're trying to talk about having everything be into a ticket? Yeah. Yeah, and then I started down a whole like rabbit hole of Minecraft knowledge. Yeah, there are restrictions. So you can only load, I think it's 100 chunks in ticking areas. So you can only load a 10 by 10 area. So that's why this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. So like this is kind of a 9 by 9 chunk area. And then I only had the ticking area set up for from here to here, like this corner of it, because that was all that. And I think I actually set it up over to there as well. I didn't want to have the whole thing running if it wasn't necessary. So I limited it to only the amount that people were using plus a couple more, and then if people started building in here, then maybe I would need to add some more or something. But yeah, so this very simple design, I got somebody else to build something around it. I just wanted to make a sugarcane farm. And I said, you can build a nuclear reactor around it or whatever. And so they just kind of slapped that up. Your character is so cool. Oh, thank you. Yes, I know. All cats look good, and I'm a cat, so I look good. Yeah. So this here comes into so the sugar cane comes down here, and when that fills up, it starts diverting into a composter, which then creates bone meal. So it's both a sugar cane and bone meal farm. When the bone meal fills up, it goes into this, where is it? Oh, there we go. So it goes out this way. When the bone meal fills up, it'll start coming into here and then getting ejected into this water stream. More water streams, guys. And this water stream comes this way and then eventually into this this lava here. But what's really interesting here actually is there we go, is that I built a whole fucking sewer system under the industrial area so that everybody could stick their overflow into the sewer system and it would get washed down into that one brick of lava over there. And the reason for that is because if you have overflow, it creates lag, especially when in an area that's always loaded. So, for instance, this one right here, this cactus farm, if all of the if all of this got filled up, and it did get filled up, but then the cactuses are going into the composters and becoming bone meal. But if the bone meal filled up, then this would all back up and it would all just sit here. And all of that, the entities of the cactus just sitting there would eventually cause lag, and that would become a problem for everybody. I post art if you wanted to tell from I don't exactly know what you're talking about, but if you post art, art's cool, man. Not sure what you're asking. But let's see, we'll continue on here. That was basically that. And then, of course, so the way that this was organized is we had spawn over there, and then within 500 blocks of spawn, you weren't supposed to put your main base. So around that 500 block area, I did this kind of like ring road, this kind of beltway kind of thing. And so this road goes a long freaking way. It's like 2,000 blocks long in a circle. And then this leads to the very cool shopping district that people made over here with the different themed floating islands coming up. I don't have a shop over here. I never built a shop on this server, but like, just like, isn't this fucking cool? Like, this is what they made, man. But I didn't make a shop. Somebody made these burning trees over here. And so I built this fire. I started building this fire department right next to the burning trees, I found a template for, or a blueprint for, or building instructions for a fucking fire engine. Just built one there and put one there. And this is a mirror image of the Charlottesville Fire Department. Because everything I build is based off of Charlottesville somehow. I do miss it. I miss the fucking place. I'll never end up living there again, probably, but I miss it. It was some of the best days of my life. But anyway, I don't know what it's like up here. I don't really know what it's like inside at all. I just the only time I've been in this building was I was right in this room here. And it was really small. It was like the wall was like here, and it was just like a desk. And I went in there and I asked them about registering my bicycle. And then they gave me a little metal sticker to put on my bicycle to register it. And they hardly knew what I was talking about, because nobody ever did that. So anyway, I started making. I had a whole plan for like this road to go like thousands of blocks that way, and for this road over here, the roads are mine, so I'm focusing. And for this road to go, this way, thousands of blocks this way, but I ended it there, because it's hard to build stuff when it kind of dies out, and I was focusing on this ring road first. And I did get it. I did get this finished. I did get this ring road finished. And it goes way over there, and it goes up into the mountains and shit. It's really cool. I made this, like, this whole kind of, like, promenade walkway area here. And this plaza here, which is based off of the area outside the Riverwalk Mall in New Orleans. It looks like that. And then this is all based off of New Orleans right here. This whole like river promenade section. Yeah. It's nice. And then RTX on. What is that? It's an error, a lighting error. But yeah. So that's that. What else did I build on this server? Oh, I haven't even gone to my fucking base yet. But I'm just gonna show how this goes up into the mountains. But first, this was a Halloween themed area that people were building. What people got, like, I never had time to do this. And looking around this the other day, this is only the second time I've seen this fucking thing. Like, I don't know where this even came from. Somebody built that and I didn't even notice. Yeah, so if I just kind of like fly along this ring road, I put it through the mountains. It's kind of on the side of this mountain, goes through this mountain, comes out this side, goes down into that valley. Somebody's got their farm over there, and then it does a switchback up this mountain. And so we're getting high up now. I was basically like, I'm putting this fucking thing 500 blocks from spawn in either direction. You can't tell me to stop just because there's a fucking mountain in the way. So I was like, we're going up this mountain. I'm going all the way. It was really hard to build up here with the snow. It was actually really hard. And then there was creepers everywhere. It was a pain in the fucking ass. See, isn't this creepy? It's so dark. It's so dark. Yeah, this was I was trying to build. These were all survival servers. They were not creative servers. It was survival servers. So all this shit, all these blocks that I placed, I had to go farm somewhere. I had to go mine somewhere. And then I went and placed like, or for the most part, like stuff like this, like yellow concrete or something, like someone would have a shop. So someone would have a shop that sells various kinds of deep slate bricks or whatever. Someone would have a shop that sells yellow concrete or all the different concrete things. And so I would go mine diamonds and then just go to their shop and buy the what I needed from there. So like I needed a bunch of these trapdoors, and I needed like a lighting thing. This is an automatic lighting thing, so like this is neat. So like the light is off, and then time set night, it'll detect that it's night, and boop. It's so simple. It's so simple, but it's just a nice little, you know, like what's the word? Authenticity thing. Time set. Let's go back to daytime. So yeah, and then I built this whole freaking bridge across this valley, and then over this way, and then up that way, through the freaking mountain here, like over this way. The thing is, like, it's just meditative, you know, doing something this, like, it's repetitive, you know, it's the same thing, but just like really far along. And you can see that here I was starting to use like a little bit of brick randomization, block randomization, like, so to give it more texture. I was starting to throw, I wasn't doing just like one block for the whole thing. I was finally starting to not be so stubborn about that. I built this bridge. This bridge is not done at all. I just did the road portion, and I was like, oh, I'll come back later and do, you know, the outside, like, to make it look like a real fucking bridge. And I just never did. Never got around to it. Made this whole. I was like, I'm building this road 500 blocks from spawn that goes out into the water, so now it's a causeway, you know, like that kind of thing. And so here I was like, I'll put it underwater. I'll do a little tunnel for this section. So it goes down into the tunnel. We've got little, little street lights. And come back up the other side. And yeah, and then come on, go. And then we're basically back where we started now. Yeah, the industrial area is there. So that's all of that. Then my base is this way. TP negative 2,000-ish. And positive 1,000-ish. 500. Let's try that. Oh, I did that wrong. I did that very wrong. I should have put a squiggly line. Okay, hold on. 10,000, 120, 10,000. And then from here, TP, something like negative 2,000. And squiggly line 1,000. We were allowed to build much further out on this. This doesn't look great. Where the hell? Is that the right? Where the hell am I? All right, I'm just gonna have to go from. I'm just gonna have to fly from here, because I know how to get to it in a line from here. Oh, I should have done. Okay, I see what I did wrong. It should be positive that, negative that. Yeah, I'm in a block. Okay, this looks better. This looks more like it. This is the kind of area that I was building in, but where is it? This looks familiar? It was by one of these mountains I was building. It's difficult because it's difficult because I remember the coordinates that it was at on the actual server, but these are not those coordinates anymore. Like the coordinates have moved because I copied it into this other world. So yeah, I failed this GeoGuessr section for sure. But I think I'm getting there. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so this was my base on this realm, which was not that impressive, frankly. So I was trying to recreate the, as you can see, I was trying to recreate this thing that you saw previously. And this is bigger. This is a bigger ball. But, yeah, I didn't finish it. I did give it a nice gold stand, though. It's so fancy. Tanik found a template for a neat little underground base. And he put this together as his last act of Minecrafting. My mines are down there, but that's not important. I just added this little trellis thing and this this dome here for my farms. But the one thing that's actually kind of interesting here is this whole fucking warehouse. This is the sorting system taken to its extreme. So here we have like rows of 3 for every little thing, every little piece of wood, tree, mushroom, leaves, you know, and on both sides, meat or bricks, different grass blocks and stone and stuff like that. And the reason that it has composters on the top of it was because I heard that it reduces lag putting a composter on top, because then it isn't trying to pull, like, if these hoppers have to be here to pass things along, but hoppers are always trying to pull from the top. So I heard that putting a composter on the top makes it see that the composter's there and has nothing in it, and so stops trying to pull. But that might only be a Java thing. Hello, Matt, the IT guy. But I put composters everywhere. Whether or not it actually helps the lag, I'm not sure. I can tell it's struggling a little bit right now. But then up here is just a whole other giant wall of chests that was going to be part of an even bigger sorting system. Maybe seeing this is why Tanik quit. Maybe. Yeah, so this here, this doesn't work anymore. This sorting, this doesn't work. It's just too complicated, and through updates and copy pastes and everything like that, it just does not work. But the way it's supposed to work is stuff comes in here, it goes up the side of this, it goes up the sides here, and then into the top, and then it goes down one row, and then comes back up, and then goes down, column. It goes down one column, goes back up, goes down the next column. Let me go back out here. So the way it would go is it would start here and go down, and then it would come back up, and then it would go down, trying to find the one where it can place it. So it'll find a chest that it can place. Like if it's a white concrete powder, it'll be like, oh, I can place a white concrete powder here because there are stacks of white concrete powder and they're not 64. So I can put more here. Or it'll find an empty one, the first empty one, and put it there. That's how this system works. So it's a more flexible system, but it also requires that you pay attention and make sure that, like, if you only want light gray concrete powder in this one, that it only has light gray concrete powder stacks here, so that it'll only put that there. And that was going to be this whole fucking thing. So yeah, when this was on and going, it would lag the server. It definitely lagged out the whole server. So yeah. And I think that's all that I really had on this realm. And the final one, the final world, this is, we all got kind of, COVID ending. Hello. My shit is not moving again. COVID ending meant that we had no time, and people stopped playing again. And I was like, well, what if I ran the server and I added a bunch of like little add-ons and like bedrock mods that will work on realms. So I added like dinosaurs, and it's not in the world right now because I need the world to be cleaner to get everything together. So like, what if I add dinosaurs and more animals and dragons that you can fly around and stuff like that? So it had all that kind of shit. Oh, sorry, I missed it. Matt watched The Boy and the Heron, and it was amazing. Yeah, Boy and the Heron was a pretty good movie. It was very Miyazaki. But yeah, so we were like, what if we have a world that has more shit? Like, will that bring people back, or is it hopeless because COVID's done and we're adults now, and it's just we're just not gonna. So we tried one last time to have a world, and I used this emergency services number seed. 0118-999-88199-911-97253. And I know it because I've sung the song too many times. 0118-999-88199-911-97253. So yeah, so we're here on that seed, and I was like, I will build a bridge. And so I built this bridge, not the houses on it though. So the idea was that we were going to have different themed shop areas at spawn. This was kind of like a temporary stall shop area that we set up before the rest of it was ready to go. And people took down most of their stalls already. But so the first idea was to have this kind of medieval ass bridge with the this nether portal here at 0, 0. This was 0, 0 on the realm. And you could build, it was kind of supposed to be like the old London Bridge, where it was just like packed full of fucking shops on the bridge hanging off the edge. So some people went and did that. I'm going to have to remove these because they're not my work. But I thank them for playing along. You can see that I actually took block randomization to heart in some of these areas. Not here, because this is designed to be covered up by shops, so I didn't care. But I actually did, take the time to randomize the blocks to make it look more textured. I'm growing as a builder. I used the New Orleans Riverwalk theme again here. Have these little things here, and then I flattened out this area and put some pathways through it. And this was supposed to be like a free form shop area where you could build whatever the fuck you wanted for your shop, just like the first realm that you saw, where it was, but people were building kind of far apart from each other, and it was just inactive. It wasn't active enough to fill 3 shop areas, the bridge, this freeform area, and this Pirate Bay kind of area down here that they were working on, which none of this is mine. None of this is mine, and so I'm going to have to get rid of it all, which is unfortunate. But it's not like I'm going to delete the save. I've copied it, and so I will always have their work on file, but I'm going to have to remove it for my personal world. So look at that. They're building what's that look like in RTX? It's just I thought there was going to be some light coming out of the skull, but it didn't show through. But yeah, so I'm going to have to copy this bridge over, which should be easy enough to do because I'm going to be using the same ass seed. I'm going to have to copy over this flattened out area, but get rid of these, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll just keep this flattened out area and the path going down that way. Yeah. So from here on my own seed, I'll probably put that undersea restaurant down there. I think that'd be a good place for that. But the beach house, this doesn't have like enough. There's no sand here, so I'm gonna have to find a sandy area for that. I might be able to put I could put my Jeffersonian mansion here. I think that'd be a good place for it. From my first world that I showed, I could put that there, and maybe the lookout tower could be over here somewhere too. Yeah, I'll want to put as many things close to here as possible. The only thing that I can't do that with is my big ass base, and that is this way. So that is positive 2,000, negative 2,000 from here. It's more like positive 1,800, negative 1,800. Yeah, okay, we found it. Cool. I did math properly this time. So yeah, as you can see, I copied this base. I found a place in this world already that this base kind of fit in. I did have to do some terraforming along the edges to make it work properly. But you see how this looks obviously terraced there, so it was obviously fixed up, and this is kind of a harsh drop right there, so it's kind of obviously not how it was supposed to be, but it otherwise it fits in really nicely. I could take that that snow cave from the second mobcap realm and put it in here, put it around here somewhere, maybe like here next to where this goes in. Maybe I could put the cave here and the onsen just right here. I think that would be kind of cool. And then I could take Tanik's village stuff and put it up here too. I think that'd work. The idea here that I always had is to rebuild, to take this area up here and build a replica of Dragon's Reach from Skyrim right there. That's kind of why I picked this area to put this base in. So I think that'll be neat. And yeah, otherwise, I think that was all that I built on this realm because I was too busy fucking with all the add-ons and shit, making the add-ons work properly and, you know, making sure people had their dinosaurs and their dragons while Mojang changed shit and broke them all the time. So let's go into the Nether real quick, because there's some shit in there that's kind of interesting. Oh, I just put myself in the Nether portal. That is actually that's an accomplishment. Okay, but as you can see, it put me in the Nether in a place where nothing is. So let's TP to there. This should be, yeah, there we go. Okay, so somebody on these, oh my god, my VNAN is lagging way the fuck out. Do you see that? Do you see how choppy my guy is? That is how it's coming through the stream, isn't it? Well, yeah, Minecraft is just really demanding on my video card for some reason, and it's just a freaking block game. Like, what the hell? Like, their code has to suck. Anyway, so yes, this is the Nether hub that one of the people built, and all of the mobcap realms have neat ass hubs like this that I kind of want to show off a little bit. But like, we were starting on the hallways, and before it died out, my base would have been that way, or is that way. But so let's take a look at the first mobcap Nether hub. Oh, here we go. Where are we? There it is. So they had, from that very eclectic market area, they would come into here, and everybody had their own hallway to different areas, and their own themed hallways that they made themselves. This was interesting. This hallway here kind of inspired the way I do hallways from now on, and you'll see that in future Nether hubs. This one here was my first attempt at a hallway. Basically, you can see the orange and black theme, and just kind of, I tried to make it so that do you see that effect, that kind of swirly effect that the lava blocks are making as you go down the hallway? Try to do that on purpose, but I always liked my halls to be functional. So here you could either run fast using a soul speed enchant on the soul soil here, or you could take a minecart, or you could take a boat, an ice boat, down this hallway, and this led to my like far out mining base on this server. But this tunnel's been cut off that way because I didn't copy all the way to the mining base, because why bother? So that's my tunnel there. And then if I go 1,000 here, this is the 1.17, the quote-unquote temporary world. Where is it? Oh, yeah, this was somebody's hallway. It was just kind of like modern art inspired, which was kind of neat. Something broke here. Something broke. I don't know what that was. But here, this was the Nether hub for the second realm. And where's my? Oh, here we go. So, my hallway was this that I designed, and so it's a repetitive pattern, but it's kind of I like these repetitive patterns because it's really like I said, it's really meditative to make, and it can kind of create like a little bit of an illusion or whatever when you're going down it. This guy kind of built off my tunnel just because it was easier for him, and I gave him permission to do that. And then oh yeah, I forgot that I called it the House of Too Much Spruce, because that's what it was. And then this went out to my mining outpost as well. Yeah, so this came into here, and then that would go into the basement of my giant spruce base, and that's why coming out of the nether portal there, it looked kind of like this, but a little less repetitive actually, because I guess I was growing already. And then the nether hub for the third. This nether hub was kind of the culmination of all ideas. Yeah, there we go. So this one, what we realized was that it was kind of messy to have everybody's tunnels coming into one central place. So we got the idea of north, south, east, west tunnels, and then the people who lived down that way would decide on the theme, or would decide, or would just like nominate a person to take it and run with it. So can you guess which one was my tunnel? Well, I guess you don't have to guess, because if you're looking close enough, you would see that my name was on this tunnel. Most people were down this tunnel because the way that this goes to the marketplace, and the marketplace was offset to the southeast in the build area. So basically the north and west tunnels were the longest because they had the most build area to traverse. I didn't want to set it up that way. I wanted the market to be in the middle, but I was outvoted on that in this case. On the next realm, where I was the server owner, I was like, the market's in the fucking middle. We're putting it in the smack middle. And the spawn area, if we want the spawn area to be away from the market, for just in case like a new person is a troll or something, then the spawn area can be somewhere else. Yeah, my VTuber is getting super choppy. I've also been going for almost 3.5 hours. I don't believe that. It's almost time for me to end anyway, but I'm going to go until I'm done, which isn't going to be too much longer. But anyway, this was my tunnel, and you can tell because it's functional, because it has an ice boat pathway. It has minecart pathway that nobody's going to fucking use, and the minecart pathway is built on top of soul soil that you can use to run. And you're supposed to only go this way. It's supposed to be right-hand drive, so like you're only supposed to go this way down the tunnel. And then when it reaches the end of the build area, which was really far out. I didn't. It was only like right here, so I cut it off. It would have been right here. It would have. There was a ramp that went up and down, and then you would come back the other side. And then for the ice boat, if you wanted to go, you would hug the west side of the wall. And then if you knew your stop was coming up, you would just like switch to the right side and let these stairs stop you. And for the mine carts, if you basically had to hold forward on it to keep going, because every time you hit a stop, it'll stop you on this non-activated rail. So then you stop here and you see that this is 1 hour parking, this user 1 hour parking's stop. This guy was such a good builder. He was so good. Anyway, and then you would have to keep holding forward to go over that. So I mean, it's already mine carts, it's already slow. But you end up getting stopped at every stop. This was I didn't make a good themed hallway for this. Oh, I seem to have I don't know how that got there. But it doesn't matter anyway, because I'm not using this for anything. I will be copying this fucking hallway. Basically, for my own world, I will have this hallway. And then I will have off to my spruce base, I will copy in the spruce hallway from the other server. And that'll be that. For the nether hub itself, I'm gonna just have the stairs come down and lead to like an open area with a portal. None of the hubs are my work, so I'm gonna have to figure something out that I want and do that. And lastly, the nether hub. Oh yeah, we saw that already. The nether hub so you can see how all of those things kind of come together to inform, like to kind of create this final hub. Which was unfinished. So, we have that already. Time, set, day. So, this is the fresh world. This is what it looks like before anything's built on it, before the bridge goes here, before the flattened out shopping area goes there. And so yeah, I'll put the underground thing there. I'll put my mansion there. I just gotta find places for everything. Team Retrofox Minecraft server went. I don't know. Maybe I could do it as a. The thing is, I want to make this world correct before I open it up again. Like, the thing that I learned with this last attempt was that when I didn't have everything set up correctly, already, it was really awkward to try to like keep everything running like through updates, like keep everything up to date with the changes Mojang was doing while still having time to add shit. So can you put your Minecraft bed between mine and Tanic? For good luck, eh? For one night you can. Don't forget to make a backup before we ruin everything. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I always make sure that this shit has backups. If you run it on Mojang's Realms service, which is much maligned, but it does have very good backups. It does have a really good... its backup system is too good. It takes too many backups. I look at the backup list and I'm like, I want to delete like 75% of the server space that it's taking up. Just does Mojang and Microsoft just have money to throw away? Obviously they do. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I know a lot of people on the server will probably be like, why isn't it Java edition? Why can't we play it? Can you convert it to Java? I can convert it to Java very easily. I don't know. We'll see. If it comes to that, we'll talk about it. But I just want to get everything set up first. The idea has been to eventually get back to opening up the world to people. But I just don't know when I'll have time for that. I've got a lot of shit on my plate, and I just scraped a lot of shit off the plate, including running this as a public server, so that I would have time to do things like stream and, actually go out and hang out with actual people in real life after I work at my job. So yeah. I will start copying things into this world, and it'll be cool. And thank you, everybody, for coming along on this tour of my Minecraft life. That is what I've done in this game for the most part, for most of it, for the past 6 years. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. Cheers, I guess. And yeah, welcome back after like a month of me not streaming and like 2 weeks of this channel being offline for the holidays and for Jay's computer shitting the bed. But Jay's got all of his stuff. He's got his computer built. It's ready to go. So Jay will be back soon, and everybody else will probably be back from their holiday stuff soon. I don't know what the schedule is going to be like, but this channel is waking back up, people. So thank you to everybody that's scrolling on the screen. These are people who have supported us financially, and we really appreciate it. For legal reasons, the money no longer goes to Jay, but is now in a shared thing for the rest of us to take and improve our shit. So anything that you subscribe or send to tips or anything like that will help me, Zombie, and Iggy to make sure that our stuff is good to go. Yeah, so we should raid somebody. There are a lot of people streaming right now. Holy crap. What are we gonna do? Do council, we do... we got Skid Dog doing Monster Hunter. That's pretty cool. Raid D's nuts. You're not even streaming right now, which is weird. Very, very much. You're not even streaming. Yeah. So I mentioned Skid Dog. So we'll do Skid Dog. It raid Skid Dog. There's 3 Ds there, right? Yes. You bully me too, Barry. I'll see you at New Year's. Anyway, go say hi. Go watch Skid Dog hunt the monsters. And we'll see you sometime soon. Bye, everybody.